Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show. This is where we answer all of your questions about puppyhood. I'm Bethany.
And I'm Sparky from the Puppy Academy. We're excited you're here. And now, let's get to the show. Welcome to Ask a Puppy Trainer Show episode
246. I'm Bethany. This is Sparky. Welcome. Please put your comments, your questions in the comments below. Include age and breed mix of your dog. Don't lick my makeup.
We're all about the follow-up. We're all about the back and forth. So if we're answering one of your questions on the paper or we're answering your question on the chat, please send up follow-up questions. We like the back and forth. It feels more personable.
Moose is so cute. I love Bernedoodles. I love them.
I'm going to start with a 14-week male Maltipoo. This is for TPRN. 14-week male Maltipoo jumps and barks and nips. Hetekesa.
He takes a.
There's
a smart way to do it because you don't have a lot of space.
Oh, yeah. Look at you. He takes a Hetekesa. He takes a 2 to 3 hour nap every hour I play and train him.
Okay. All right. 14-week-old Maltipoo. Here's the thing nobody tells you about Maltipoos. This is my multi-palm, but they can be so nutso and have quite a bit of energy. Hey, speaking of which, calm down. And so what I would say is you're dealing with something that's pretty age appropriate, but you do probably need to tweak some of the ways that you are.
I want to point out
there's
a reason I'm ignoring this dog because she's attempting to calm him down. The minute I touch him,
I'm talking.
He's amped up again, and I make her job 10 times harder. So people who are working on this at home as well, just start watching Bethany for the next 10 minutes. You'll see if she gives up, it's because the dog can't settle and it's more beneficial to crate. Or if she pushes through it, it's because she thinks she has a chance of helping him succeed.
Yeah. So one of the things I would really look at is 14 weeks old. I know it's a small dog, but I would get a thin, I believe it's 3/8 or 5/8 of an inch.
3/8.
3/8, 5/8.
3/8 of an inch.
Okay. Thin lead, and only when supervised, let him drag it around the house. Supervised only, just on flat collar. And the reason you want to do that is we do want to address the nipping and biting in a really low-key way. Like, it's really simple. It's just like freeze, don't keep moving. Freeze your hand. Freeze your feet if you're moving. Calmly pick up the leash. Redirect, say no. Redirect to something else. If you're not able to, and the dog is really gunning for you, you can give him a tug of the lead. Just a little double tug. It's not a big correction. It's just like knock it off. Or if it's really gunning for you, you can do a little pressure. Now, we're not lifting the dogs off the ground. We are just applying enough pressure to make the dog be like, what is that?
They can't ignore you.
Yeah.
They have to give you some focus.
They start to, or they just start to care more about how to turn the pressure off than coming at you. Now, that's just how to handle it in the moment. We don't really, with a 14-week-old, I wouldn't really go at biting hard. I'd look at more my relationship stuff. Are you hand feeding meals? If you're hand feeding, are you saying good while they're eating the food? Do they kind of jump up at the food when you feed it and you're still giving it to them when they jump up and grab it? You know, there's a lot of impulse control work that you can do that doesn't have to do with the nipping and biting, that gives you cooperation. It gives you that authority to be able to just see less biting in the first place. I'd be curious when it's happening, if there's like certain times of the day. Because if you're really playing and training...
Most people get witching hours. It's probably during the witching hours.
Because if you're really playing and training every hour, is it all high drive and fun and excited? Are you doing some calming, slower work, practicing being chill? Like there's some stuff that's missing from your day.
That's what you're talking about, right? I'm just going to show it to him.
Well, that's a slip lead. No, I was just talking about, I wouldn't
You want a 3/8 inch leash?
Yeah, just a really thin lead for a Maltipoo. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, really thin lead. And to drag around the house. Yeah. No, I wouldn't do a slip lead for a 14-week-old Maltipoo. I wouldn't personally, unless they were really like maniacal. And then I would, I guess. Look, he settled down. Moose settled down. I am going to.
He tried to crawl to new space and he was like, all right, I can't get anywhere.
All right, everybody say goodbye to Moose.
Bye, Moose.
Goodbye, cutie.
See you, bud.
Look at that face. Look at that face. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. If you can't tell, I love that breed. They get big so fast though, so you're not in the puppy stage very long.
Yeah, you're going to have that for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks for him. All right, next question.
Hang
You
on.
got one?
Hang on. I'll ask when they come back. I think they had this commissioned.
This is by a local guy.
A local?
It was signed somewhere.
Because this I know was commissioned because this is our logo. So I think the whole thing was commissioned. She asked who painted that. So it's probably a local person. Oh yeah, it says the HP for Hermosa, or HB for Hermosa Beach. Yeah, it was a local for sure. They had it commissioned. Because that is Coconut, our emblem, which is our leader, our owner's
Mascot?
No, it says we're Ricky, our leader, our boss, who's in charge of this.
We can't talk today.
Nope.
No, we can't talk today.
Nope.
You got one?
I do.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, Moose looks sweet. He is sweet, but he's screamy and great.
Yeah, he was in here with us so we can give them a break.
We have a golden doodle, all black, but it's his first day. It's fine. All black Bernedoodle, golden doodle, and an all black Bernedoodle. Yeah. I don't think I've seen one all black, like not a lick of white on him.
I've seen one with a little bit of brown in there.
Thinking about getting one more multicolored. Where are you guys located? Looking for a female, a mini 25 pounds. Do they have mini Bernedoodles? That are 25 pounds?
Oh, yeah. They're micro Bernedoodles now, and they get to be about anywhere between 15 to 25 pounds.
So that means they're not breeding them with full
No.
Bernese
They're
mountain dogs.
probably 3 generations down now. They've bred out the Bernedoodle multiple times to get them smaller and smaller. Now they're just mixing with the new breed. So they're probably, 20%?
Be careful with that. I mean, unless you have experience with it, I don't know. But I would just be careful of that. Sometimes whenever you breed things down, you can sometimes get more health issues as well as more anxiety.
Check the generational line. So check the bloodline. Like if they have records of the bloodline, you basically want to see if they've had health issues in the previous lines, like genetic lines.
Yeah. Just keep an eye on it. I honestly don't know, but that does tend to happen when you breed things smaller.
They can breed out the genetic issues or sometimes breed them into the dog on accident. That's why
and not care, even if they're charging you thousands of dollars. Okay. Anyway.
Obedience question.
Could you answer real quick? Do you know who made this behind us?
Yes. The Pacific Stranded.
The Pacific Stranded. It's a company, I guess.
STRANDED.
Yeah, they're local and they do all custom signage for the beach cities around us.
Oh, cool. So they do stuff for a local for the beach city. That's actually smart because we have something called the Strand. So Pacific Stranded. It's
really cool.
Yeah. All right. What was the obedience question?
This is a good one. This is from Havi Davi, right? Havi Davi?
The sit down one?
Yeah. Hi, I was teaching my puppy how to sit, but she kept going down instead of. Some dogs are more comfortable in a down. Thank you. Some dogs are more comfortable in a down. My personal preference is I don't correct dogs who go automatically down because it tells me that they're more comfortable than a dog who's sitting, because sitting is a little bit more alert, more ready to go. So I'm always okay with the down personally. Now, if you're trying to do show dog or sport dog or other things that require your dog to be able to hold a sit, you can transition from the down and do like puppy push-ups. So you teach them how to use their muscles, kind of strengthen to lift themselves back up.
Because the sit, again, he said this, but glazed over it, is not the most comfortable thing for a lot of dogs.
Yeah, like they're holding an upper position. And most dogs who do sit and don't want to do down, it's because they have too much energy and the down is harder for them to go into because it's more submissive and calm. Dogs who automatically give it, I'm always like, hey, pat yourself on the back. You just save yourself 5 minutes of work.
But I do like the puppy push-ups idea, but we don't correct. I mean, that's just our opinion. Yeah. I wouldn't even correct an adult dog. Yeah. I would do all guidance-based. So you start with food, and you might need to move into the dog a little bit with a little leash guidance, meaning...
Up and back, up and away from your body.
So you're doing the leash back, and you're moving in, as well as a food lure up. I would also... When I say sit and the dog, I'm expecting the dog to go into a down. And so I would prevent that a little bit with the leash. And I'd kind of just move into my dog a little with a little knee, a little leash pusher, and that food up. And then I would make sure he's looking up to get the food. So I'm like feeding the nose high. up in the air, if that makes sense. So I'm good, and I would do 3 treats in a row. Good treat, and I would really want that nose high in the air. Then ask for the down. Same thing, sit and really get those puppy push-ups. That's just what I would do. Yeah.
Slippery should be a little bit easier than using harness. Something that's going to be a head training collar versus just something that's on the body.
Yeah.
You're holding the dog up with the body, hoping they take your food and put muscle into the sit. If they don't do that, though, you're just holding them up. So some kind of training tool does help a little bit. Slip leash is easy.
Agreed. All right.
Perfect.
Let's do some of these.
We have a bunch of questions.
Yeah, but we needed to do this last week. We didn't. And Arena, I see you. I'm just going to do these because they were based off a video, and then I'll get you, Arena. Noonie. So this was a video that was puppy. I like it. It's always yours that people don't like, but I don't think that's what this is.
What?
It's always
What did you say?
It's always your videos that people that have controversy.
Because you give me the controversial videos. You know I like the facial expressions in them.
You just gravitate to.
I love the controversial stuff. It's so much more fun to debate.
I just like telling people they're wrong. Okay, your puppy doesn't give you a signal that they need to potty. That's what the video was about, and I'm assuming he said that you shouldn't expect your puppy to do it. In the beginning, you get them on a schedule, and then eventually
That's because most dogs
will do one. Yeah.
Like 98% of puppies probably won't give you a signal. You have the unicorn out there once in a while.
Noonie says, we have an 11-week-old, 2 older labs. Anytime I train my pup, I have to give the older dogs a treat or they get jealous. I don't think this is related to the video, but that's okay. I have to give the older dogs a treat or they get jealous. Recommendations on a treat that is cheap, comes in bulk, and isn't too unhealthy.
Real meat.
It's expensive.
It's not that expensive. You get a lot of it and you break them up
Maybe for
really,
you
really
people
tiny.
in Redondo.
$16 for a large bag. It's like this big and it's got a lot of pieces in it and they have little serrated like marks on them so you can break them into smaller pieces. They're easy. They're very well priced too.
The ones I get are $25 for a 2-pound bag.
They up the price.
And I just use the dog food because I go through so much of it, which is healthier anyway. Here, I can't give you like the price, like what would be cheaper or whatever, but I can say that if you're giving like the tip of a nail, like your pinky nail, they only need a taste. And so they really don't need much at all. So even if it's only so so-so quality, that's something to think about. The other thing I would say is your issues are not with your treat. You have 2 older dogs demanding a treat or they get jealous. Now you do have labs, so I'm going to cut you some slack, but you got to be careful with that. You should be able, you're going to have a pack of 3 dogs. If you didn't feel like you had 2 dogs in it together before, with 3, it definitely, for me anyway, personally, going from 2 to 3 is the hardest. 3, 4, 5, piece of cake. But going from 2 to 3, they like become this collective, and it's a big deal. It's not, I don't have a hand for each dog and energy on one side of my body and the other. I now have 3. So my point is just that I would really start to back tie your lab, teach them place, back tie your labs, and they have to wait their turn. There's no barking. There's no whining at me allowed. I'm working with my puppy at a distance. They can get some random goodies, even something to chew on or something, but they are back tied in their own dog bed while I'm working the puppy. If they can't handle that, they are in a different room of the house until I can work it up to where they can all do play duration, watch each other get affection, and not compete. So that would be my advice, Junie. Okay, here we go. So back to the video about the signal. Livy says, or you could teach them the bell on the door method.
You could. You absolutely could. I just find...
He's holding it together.
Hold up. I have grown a lot in the years since bells were invented, and I absolutely despised them before. There is a method in a way, and there's a method of you could introduce a bell. In my opinion, you should not do it before your dog is fully potty trained on your schedule first, because they're going to train you on what they perceive their schedule should be. So I train. No. You gave this to me. I'm going in.
I didn't give it to you, but
you gave it to me.
Go ahead. I didn't expect to fully answer the bell thing.
It's mine. When I'm teaching bell and I teach a dog to go out, so we have to teach a dog how to hold their bladder for multiple hours. Like that's the whole point of the crate schedule and all that. So if a dog is just out free roaming, they go hit the bell, you open the door, let them out. Maybe that's a pee, but it could also be them just wanting to go out and sniff the grass and explore and check things out. So you're kind of skewing your potty schedule a little bit. What we prefer is we teach crate first. So we teach them how to go in for a certain amount of time, come out, and we schedule their potty times. So right when they come out of the crate, we take them out for potty. In the beginning, they can only hold it for an hour to an hour and a half as a 14-week puppy. As a 4-month puppy, they can hold it for 3 hours. As a 6-month puppy, they can hold it for 5 to 6 hours. As they get older and more mature, they don't need to go out as frequently. So as they become more mature, it's infrequently like pee necessity. So they start ringing that bell maybe 3-4 times a day. But as a puppy, they'll ring it 40 times a day because every want to go outside is going to be them ringing that bell. So no, I'm not against the bell. I'm just against the bell in the beginning. Teach your dog potty schedule first. Teach them bladder control, sphincter control. Let them know that they can hold it for longer periods of time, and then start teaching the bell at like 6 to 8 months once you've got a tight potty schedule. That is all. That's all I got.
Okay, Alex says, hey, my puppy is kind of 2 years old. We just got her from so typically we don't. Well, it was shelter. So typically we don't really answer questions for dogs under a year or around like 16 months old, but this is a little different. So we just got her from the shelter. She hasn't went potty or eaten soft food. I got her, the soft food I got her because they told me she has a wiggly tooth. I'm sure you already figured it out by now. This is a couple weeks after you posted this, so I apologize we weren't able to get back to you sooner, but your dog will eat when they're hungry. And if they have soft food, because their tooth is wiggly, they'll eat soft food. Like that's, it's not an issue, I promise you. It has more to do with the big dramatic change, and I'm sure she started to eat now. If she doesn't eat, I mean, typically I would say if a dog goes more than 3 days without eating, you need to you need to put a little bit of honey in their water, and then you need to go to the vet.
A little bit of honey in the water. I've never heard that. Because dehydration?
Like
to prevent dehydration?
Nutrients. Oh. It's like when people go on the pepper lemon water diet, you put maple syrup in there. It's nutrients.
Pepper, lemon. No.
Welcome to Hollywood. All right.
Okay, I got one from TikTok.
Okay. Oh, no, wait. I had one from, I told.
No, I beat you to it.
No, I told Arena.
I beat you to it.
Arena.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I can only fight with him on so many things.
Arena's like, let her speak.
I have to choose my battles. All right. I have a Sweetheart Aussie Shepherd. Okay, I'm waiting for the butt. Because that's what Arena says. Sweetheart Aussie Shepherd. I don't know any of those.
16-week-old.
Yeah, I don't know any Sweetheart Aussie Shepherd mixes. 16 weeks old.
Working dogs.
And I got her last week. Oh, so you haven't had her very long. Okay. She doesn't know much other than sit, but is extremely clever. Well, yeah, the breed mix.
Aussie Shepherd.
Yeah. The dumb part of that mix is actually the German Shepherd.
Whatever you're seeing right now is like the least of her intelligence.
Yeah. If I train with food, she gets overexcited about the food and then will ignore me or get distracted, won't listen either way. Any tips or advice? Yeah, Arena online school, thepuppyacademy.com. If you're interested in a full program, check ours out. But not to be biased, because those are my 2 favorite breeds. You literally mixed my 2 favorite breeds in the whole world together. And so for me, my advice would be you need to get on a program. I don't care if you just find some basic obedience, boring program that has 4 Zoom classes for $30. Like, I don't care what it is, but you need to do something just to get you rolling and get you focused. Or you could do our program, which is like really, really cool. Okay, so
we have a lot of stuff that you're going to run into with a overstimulated Aussie Shepherd. We have a library for you.
Yeah, we have our classes and we have a library of like
it's like the oh shoot library. If you see this, try this instead.
But anyway, for the food thing. So my little dog was like this. My little dog, Happy. I could not even teach Happy obedience except with dry, boring food. Like dried up kibble. No joke. She was so food motivated. She'd lose her mind if I tried to use a treat or something. So anyway, this isn't the craziest thing in the world. So I would try doing some simplified versions of what you're doing with dry kibble. And if you're using something that's better for the dog, try like a Ziwis or a real meat dog food. That's actually the company's name, Real Meat or Ziwis, because it's if you're already using high quality food like farmer's dog or like real people food, that's all the rage right now for good reason. Maybe switch to something like that for your training sessions. And I would do a handful of food for a really simple exercise we like to do, which is just a recall exercise. So it's just puppy come, move back, handful of food. Puppy come, sit, handful of food on the ground. They eat it all up. I go to the other side of the room. Puppy come, I lure them to me, I move back, sit, so do really simple exercises to build focus with your dog and use tug. If you're playing fetch with your 16-week-old Aussie mix, stop it right now if you're having focus issues. You want to try to do tug if they'll do it. If you do have to throw it, you only throw it a couple feet because you want to keep things small and teach them the rules of the game with you and build that focus. So it'll be like drop it or out or whatever you say, and then sit, and then eventually down, break, throw it, like really start teaching them rules of the game, and that will build focus as well. But I would start on the obedience side. I wouldn't start with stay. I would do place work, go to your bed, and I would do come. And that's like all I would do for the next 2 weeks. Even out on a walk, it would just be come, sit, and then walk, come, sit, and then walk. Just bond with your puppy. We'll focus on thresholds, focus on impulse control with food bowl, crating, waiting for permission to come out of crate. That's what I mean by thresholds, all thresholds, car door, front door, back door, crate. Even if your bedroom door opens, have the dog pause, like focus on that type of impulse control and don't pet excitement too much. You'll be good to go. You have anything to add?
No, that is your breed. That is your breed.
All right,
we
will switch over to
TikTok. Alrighty.
Then I'll be back to you, Bulldog.
Courtney, my puppy Beagle is driving me crazy. We take her out so often and she still does potty inside.
Oh.
Have you tried putting her... Oh,
it's TikTok,
I'm on TikTok. I don't have to pause now.
Forget Instagram.
Ugh. Are you putting your puppy back in the crate after you give them a potty opportunity? When puppies don't go potty outside, it's not usually because they don't have to go. They usually have to go. It's just they get distracted. A leaf flying in the wind, a bird flying through the air, a piece of grass moving. Anything can distract them. So I'll take a dog out. I usually take him out on leash, and not usually. I mean, every time I'll take him out on leash, especially if I'm training him still to do efficient potty. On leash, take them out, let them go potty, wait 2 to 5 minutes. I just kind of stand like a tree. They can go left, right, forward, back, then front flip, back flips, whatever they want. I'm not going to move. After 2 to 5 minutes, if I still don't have my potty, or within that 2 to 5 minutes, they just kind of sit and stare at me. That could be confusion. That could be, I'm not sure why I'm out here. You can get them moving a little bit if they freeze and stop and they look a little confused. But if you do keep them moving and they're distracted the whole time, after that potty opportunity, if you haven't gotten a potty, you put them back in the crate. If they're young, under 14 weeks old, probably do like 5 to 10 minutes. Over that, I'd do like 5, maybe 15 to 30 minutes. So we're basically letting their bladder resettle back in the crate. We're letting like the body cool off, calm down, relax. When dogs relax, that's usually when they have to go potty. But I'm gonna do one more thing on top of that. I find that dogs who struggle to go potty outside, they tend to be the ones who are bolting from crate to door and maybe even shooting out that back door. And they're already in like zoomy mode or like crazy stiff mode. Like, yeah, overstimulated basically. I open that crate door and my dog doesn't come out until I invite them out. I require a sit or a pause, a little bit of eye contact, them taking a breath and not biting at the bit to come out. And if they are doing that, I'll shut the door, tell them no, they back off, eventually sit or down or even just pause and give some focus. And then I leash them up and then I walk them out. I'm going to do thresholds at that crate door. Thresholds is like sitting, opening the door, making sure they wait and give some focus before walking out. I'll do it at the bedroom door. I'll do it at the hallway arch. I'll do it at the back door. I do it at all my spaces. I'm setting a precedent for my dog of more calm, more relaxed, more focus on me. So when I eventually go out for that potty, I'm more likely to get my potty. Every time I put him back in the crate though, and bring him back out, I'm basically saying, hey, you got distracted, give you a little bit more time. Now, if I find myself doing that constantly, I do 15 minutes back in the crate 3 times every single time. You've added 45 minutes to your schedule. Your dog might have a stronger bladder control, can hold it for longer. They need additional crate time holding their bladder. Add 30 to 40 minutes to your crate schedule. They're letting you know they already have that sphincter control and they can hold it themselves. Add crate time, you'll get more efficient potties when you bring them out because you're not going 15 minutes back and forth 3 times. That makes sense?
Yep, and then just watch your water intake. Like make sure he's not drinking a whole bowl of water at one time. Make sure he gets like
half cup of water for every 30 pounds of body weight every 2 to 3 hours. That's like the scientific method, but it doesn't work for every breed. Dalmatians are different, and dogs with kidney or liver issues.
And heat, heat dependent.
Issues.
But even if it's hot and you played with your puppy for 20 minutes in the backyard, they shouldn't guzzle a whole bowl of water. They'll be peeing every 15 minutes for an hour and a half, and it's not good for them. They
Measure out your water. Just do it. Trust me when I say, just try it. See how little amount of water that is. You don't stick to that though. If they're over 30 pounds, you up the water intake. If you've given them that half cup in the crate where they calm down, drink their water, wait 10 minutes before bringing them more water. Within 10 minutes, they might intake that water, actually let it permeate through their body, cool off, and calm down.
That's what I was going to say. So if it's hot out, or no, it's okay, and you've had, like a long hike or something with them, and they're dying to drink a bunch of water, do what he said. You give them some, and then let them rest for a little bit before you offer more. It's pretty important. So hopefully
let
that
them
helps.
with the whistle, and then wait a little bit to see.
And then no water, no water 3 hours before bed. And I'm moving on. You gave them a ton of info.
Do not move on. If you have your dog in the crate and you're waiting for them to stop panting, do not walk in there every 5 minutes looking under the towel. Get yourself a little camera you put under, like a little Nest Cam or something from Amazon.
Just put them out
so
in
you
place. You don't have to be in the crate.
No. I think they should be in the crate, especially if they're high energy. They need to decompress and cool off. What puppy do you think can stay on place that is new to this show?
If they are super hot from a long hike, they're just going to lay on the cold floor with a leash on.
I think they're still going to be moving around and overstimulated.
My
recommendation is I would put them in the crate so they can actually cool off.
I'm only talking about when they're dying because we're getting into heat season. Okay.
That's fair. We're already in heat season.
All right. Arena says, just a follow up with Arena. Thank you. She's also a very Velcro dog, but I don't want her getting anxious. She's an Aussie and a Shepherd mix. She's already anxious. Sorry. As I'm living alone and I have classes and stuff. I was away the weekend and now she won't leave my side. She won't settle if I'm around, if I make the slightest movement. Let's see, won't sleep in her basket. She has a basket. If this isn't Lady and the Tramp, get her a crate. No, just kidding. But that is what it made me think of. You might not be meaning that, but I was thinking of Lady and the Tramp where they try to put the puppy in the basket. If you know what I'm talking about, then you should be laughing at yourself right now if you're actually trying to use a basket. I'm just saying. Get a crate.
Happy 623. Rewatch the show when it gets posted over the next couple days. Your question was answered in the beginning of the show in the first 5 minutes.
If she can you not?
They're not seeing the top of my head this time.
No. I mean, can I finish?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were done with it.
No. You're not listening. You're reading.
No, I'm actually reading. You're right.
We've talked about this, Sparky.
You're 100%.
We've talked about this. At least when I'm reading, when you're answering, I pretend I'm listening.
This may sound like the conversation I had with my wife 2 days ago.
Okay, anyway.
Maybe I got to learn from that a little bit better.
Anyway, she won't sleep in her basket if she can sleep on my feet. No more feet. I actually would not, if you're already dealing with this and it's been a week and you were gone the weekend, her first week being in a new place and you were gone for 2 days, I'm shaming you a little bit now. It's poor planning, especially if it's like a rescue dog. I'm guessing it is because it's older. You just try not to do that. It would be the same thing, if I have a foster kid or something. I do not need to be disrupting again what it's already been very disruptive for them. Life in general is what I'm trying to say. So for the next 2 weeks, I would not let them sleep on your feet, and probably longer than that, honestly. But I would start crate training right away. Quiet room, different room of the house. Teach her how to be able to go sleep on her own. Only introduce it after long sessions where she's actually tired the first few times. She wants to sleep next to you, and then you put her in crate. So I would start that right away. I really want to know if it's really a basket. Can you please tell me if it's really a basket? Because it's just hilarious to me to think about the Lady and the Tramp thing. So I got to know if it's a basket. It's so funny. She is crated at night, but will cry if she can't see me and I'm home. Let her cry. If she's not really trying to get out and there's a lot of anxiety there, let her cry a little bit. White noise machine or a fan, something to drown out outside noises. You could try covering her crate. It needs to be a dark-ish room, and you could play the radio or something for her. So get on that. Okay.
No, I got one.
No. I didn't finish my Bulldog one. What?
This is a for TikTok actually.
Yes, sounds good, but I gotta do the English Bulldog one. M409. English Bulldog, 17 weeks old. She's not chewing her treats. I don't know how to teach her. Is that normal? Honestly, the little dog I was talking about, 8-pound dog, she
Go over that
never.
one too. Answer both questions because they sent us in one too.
Oh, it's the same one. Okay. What I would say is yes, that's normal. I had like my little dog wouldn't even chew big pieces of adult dog kibble, large breed dog kibble. So this is an Altoid, okay? This is an Altoid. It's tiny, right? I would literally put that on a cutting board for a puppy. Doesn't matter. Well, now that you've touched it, you have to eat it. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Now, I would literally put it on a cutting board and I would chop it up because they only need the tip of your nail. They only need a taste if it's an actual treat. You could also use your kibble to feed. That's really useful too. Yes, it's very normal. We train dogs all the time and they get like kibble stuck in their throat and then they shoot out whole size pieces of kibble. That's normal. So if your dog's not much of a chewer and you're using treats, chop it up really finely for them because they don't need a lot of treats anyway. They only need a taste. And Arena says, haha. In the kitchen, if I'm doing something, she can have chews in her basket. This is so adorable that you have a basket. I cannot even tell you while I'm busy, but she's still on my feet anyway. Okay, so the basket could be like place, like you're teaching place. Use the basket. It's adorable, but she's not going to stay there yet because you haven't taught her calm on place. I'll calm in your basket and stay there and hang out, but it is not going to help you with the other issues that you're having right now. So do crating during the day, whether she whines or not. I mean, it just, let's see if she whines for an hour straight and you finally let her out, come back next week. But she might whine for 10 minutes and take a 20-minute nap, whine a little bit, take a 20-minute nap, find out. You said rapid fire for TikTok would be good? All right.
Let's go through them.
Rapid fire. Here we go. And then we got to go.
This is from same lady, Courtney.
Stand up or stand up?
I know.
Stand up.
How long should I be keeping my puppy Beagle in the crate throughout the day? I work from home. As long as you need to. So depending on your work schedule, they can be crated all the way from 16 to 20 hours a day, but you have to make sure you're giving the proper exercise, walk, play, training, mental, physical stimulation when they come out of the crate. In between that, if you can't do that once in a while, they still come out of the crate, they still get their potty, but they get like a little playpen next to you while you're working because you're still in meetings and you're not on like your lunch break or something.
Okay, next.
Oh, I thought it was actually rapid fire. Look at us.
No, it really wasn't, but it's okay.
That was fast. 9-week pup. I know biting is expected. The pup bites me, but doesn't bite my husband. Any advice? Oh, that was one we already answered.
Okay, let me, because you're still doing this, and it's driving me insane. No. Pity. Look at this. Okay, hold it. Is it better for your neck too? Is what my chiropractor said to do if I'm going to do stuff on my phone?
My chiropractor does tell me this.
Off to read. Pity Mix puppy has learned focus too well. She automatically sits and looks at me when training. Okay, you're just showing off.
Oh no! You get great eye contact and focus.
Chastity says, what about potty training puppies that pee only when they get excited? That's the only time he pees inside. You have a submissive peer. You've got to stop petting him when he's excited. Stop having guests petting him when he's excited. Submissive peeing is one of the hardest things to work on, but you have to make sure if you have guests and you and all the family members, including the kids, are waiting till the dog is calmed down, settled, put them back in crate, work them a little bit, work on focus, do sits instead of downs. That way their nose is up in the air rather than the low squat and piddle. And once they have calmed down, then teach people in the household how to pet him calmly. You could also do this outside as well if you get a piddle.
That can take anywhere between an hour and a half. It could be like an hour in the crate, 30 minutes of training, another 30 minutes of place, and then eventually able to go up to greet the people with calm greeting. Submissive
peeing is not an age thing. I actually had an Aussie that we would get disqualified all the time because it has to be able to be touched by the judge and not pee everywhere.
I had a client who did this program, and the joke we'd always make is if you keep petting your pup during this program and he pees, that doesn't stop when he hits maturity. He called me 4 years later. The dog would literally release his entire bladder on upon a look of someone walking in their door.
Because it escalated from the petting.
Yeah, years.
Yep.
Yeah. It gets worse, not better. They don't grow out of it.
All right, been a tough day weaning on our hard floor. Hard floor outside also. Tank, if you are trying to do potty training inside, like if you're not doing a crate rotation to go outside, you need to do pee pads when you're not supervising the dog.
You gotta have a leash on your dog too.
Yeah.
They can't have free roam.
And honestly, it could just be a habit thing at this point. So yeah, no free roam. It's tethered to you. The leash is tethered to you when your puppy is out of crate. And you cannot just send your puppy outside to potty on their own. They're going to keep going on the concrete. You're going to have to walk them into the yard. And I don't know how old this dog is, but you might have already solidified that. And you're going to have to get like a potty patch on the back porch or wherever it is of grass, which you can actually have ordered to your home, $30 a month off Amazon, and just at least shoot them right outside the door to that if it's far to go in the yard.
The other method is you basically pin off and block off all access to all the areas you don't want him to potty on, and you even cover the one area that he has to walk across of concrete to get to the grass. You cover that with rubber. You change the texture of everything he's going to feel leading to it, so eventually he just starts peeing on grass. It takes months of that becoming the new habit if he's already habitually peeing on the areas you don't want him to pee on.
And one more, Carrie, 11-month-old Jack Russell puppy goes into overstimulated meltdowns really easily. How can I help? Get a balanced trainer.
Yeah.
Help make sure your dog understands no and yes, or good, or whatever it is. There needs to be valuable consequences, but you have a Jack Russell Terrier and they can really get pushy. They can get demanding. They can redirect. They're a breed that redirects really easily. They guard things easily. So I would also look into TWC training. That's training without conflict. It is tailored towards German Shepherds, Malinois, Jack Russell Terriers, these high energy bite based breeds. And so I would check that out as well. All right. Oh, wait, Ashley says, please answer mine. There you go. I hope that helps. And if you get here, well, we're never on time. If you get here at 1:07,
You'll probably catch us on time.
Pacific Standard Time next Wednesday, we can go more in depth to your question, Ashley. She's
107 is so specific.
she's hardly trained, doesn't know any commands. So you've answered
You need a
answered
balanced
your
dog
question.
trainer. Yeah.
You need a balanced dog trainer. Look into TWC in your area as well, and get to it. All right. Derek says, come on, I'm blocked. Honey, you're obviously not because you're commenting. All right. All right, cool. Bye, everybody. We'll see you same time, same place next week. Bye.
Thanks for tuning into Ask a Puppy Trainer Show.
We hope you found some advice that you can use to help make puppyhood a little easier.
Don't forget to join us live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Instagram or TikTok at The Puppy Academy.
This is where you can get a chance to ask your burning questions in real time. And if you want even more puppy guidance, visit our website at thepuppyacademy.com for info on joining our online puppy school.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing to our podcast and leaving us a review.
These reviews let more people find us and supports us on our mission to help as many puppy parents as possible around the globe.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.